Hi everyone, today we are going to learn inside our Earth. So basically what is our Earth? Our Earth is the planet in which we live. So it comprises of three layers. And what are those? So wait, let me write. Earth has three layers. What are they? Crust, mantle, and another one I'll bring it over here. Core. Crust, mantle and core. Okay. So these are the three layers of the Earth. So now in this layer, constant changes are taking place. Where? Inside as well as outside. Outside you can see all the changes, environmental changes, you can see, okay, which bring effect. And inside what is the change? Inside you will see when there is a natural disaster, okay, the cause of the natural disaster is due to the change that is taking place inside. So therefore we already know that changes are taking place inside also. Now, what is this interior of the Earth? Now, Earth is made up of several concrete layers. It is 35 kilometers on the continental masses and only 5 kilometers on ocean floors. So, the place where we are standing, if we go to the sea level, okay, not at the top of the Mount Everest, no. If we go at a coast and stand over there, it's almost the sea level, okay, not almost, it's the sea level only. So, from there it's 35 kilometer. Continental means continental, and 5 kilometer from the ocean floor. If we dive deep down to the ocean, okay, and we get the ocean floor, from that ocean floor it is 5 kilometers. So you understand, 35 kilometer from the sea level, and down if we dive deep down in the ocean floor, from that ocean floor 5 kilometers. Okay. The uppermost layer of the Earth is called the crust. Okay, so this uppermost layer, that is only 35. So this 35, 5, these ratios are not the whole Earth. Okay, let me erase them. Wait, just a minute. Wait just a moment. Let me erase them all. Why did I erase them? Wait. Kilometer, yeah. Let me erase the rest of the thing then. Just a minute. So partly these are being erased. I think we can just clear it, okay, because it's a lot. It will take a lot of time. Okay, so whatever I said is the ocean floors. You can see here it's the 35 kilometer over here. Okay, it's the continental 35 kilometer, and you see the ocean floor is 5 kilometer. Okay, so you see these both things. Now this 35 kilometer, okay, this one 35 kilometer and this 5 kilometer, they are not the whole Earth, they are only the crust. Okay, so this two comprises only the crust. Okay, here you see the crust. Okay, so silica, alumina are the main constituents of the continental mass. It is thus called Cl. So what are the main constituents of the continental mass? Silica and alumina. So therefore silica, we take SiLiCa is spelling of silica. Now how do we make an alumina? Is AlMinu. So how do we take silica, C here and Al here? So Si is the symbol of silica and silicon basically, and from that silica comes, and Al is the symbol of aluminium. So therefore we get Cl. Now you understood? It will be very easier for you to remember. So these make up the continental mass, the one which has 35 kilometer. Okay, and next, the oceanic crust mainly consists of silica and magnesium. Now silica, here we have silica, and down we have magnesium also. Now we do not have aluminium. What do we have? We have magnesium. Okay, so Sima, how Sima? Si is the symbol of silica, rather silicon, I told you, And Ma is symbol of magnesium. Okay, it's not Ma, it's Mg, but then Ma is taken from the first two letters of magnesium. You can see it's Mg, but Ma is taken from the first two letters. You see, Sima. Okay, understood? Okay, thus below the crust is the mantle which extends up to 2900 km. Now Sima is not the mantle, Sima is the one which is 5 km, that is on the ocean floors. Now from this 35 km, 5 km, we have the mantle also, and the mantle is 2900 km. The innermost layer is the core, which is a radius of 3500 km. Means it's much thicker than mantle and crust. Okay, it consists of, what does it consist of? It consists of nickel. Now here totally the metals change. Nickel and iron. It's called Nife. Why? What's the symbol of nickel? Ni. Kilo class 7 girls, I think you will know all these things, right? Ni. And iron symbol is Fe. So Nife. Understood? Okay, next. Rocks and minerals. The Earth's crust is made up of various kinds of rocks. Any natural mass of the Earth, any natural mass of mineral matter that makes up the Earth's crust is called rock. So, if there are mineral deposits, okay, a mineral can create huge debris, and these debris are known as rocks. There are three major types of rocks. What are they? Igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, and metamorphic rocks. Now, how they form? Let's see. Okay. So, when a molten magma cools, it becomes solid. So whenever a molten magma will cool, it will become a solid. Rocks thus form the igneous or primary rocks. So whenever you see volcanic eruptions occur, then magma or lava erupts from there, and then when they cool down, they become solid and thus form igneous rocks. Two types are there, extrusive and intrusive. Okay, so if we classify igneous rocks, Ig, if we classify, we can get two types, extrusive and intrusive. Okay, next, when the molten rocks roll down and break into small fragments, and these smaller particles are called sediments. So now the rocks, they will break down, okay, and they will form sediments. Now these sediments are transported, compressed and hardened to form layers of rocks. The types of rocks are called sedimentary rocks. So what will happen? Suppose, okay, I am showing with brown color. Okay, and I'll show the whole rock cycle. Wait. Okay, so now you just listen to me. So igneous rocks, they are broken down over day by day. They are broken down through weathering. Okay, they are eroded. Okay, and they are broken down, and this sediments also sometimes they join, and then they form sedimentary rock. Now igneous and sedimentary rock can change into metamorphic rocks under great heat and pressure. Okay, so when heat and pressure are applied, these igneous and sedimentary rocks, they change to metamorphic rocks. The process of rocks, the transformation of rocks from one form to another, is called rock cycle. Okay, so this rock cycle I'll explain once more. Rocks are made from different minerals. Minerals are naturally occurring substances which have certain physical properties and definite chemical composition. So these minerals are what? They have physical properties, but the same, different physical properties, but the same chemical composition. So chemical properties are same, physical properties are different for these things. So these rocks are made up of different types of minerals. Now I'll explain the whole Earth's interior and the rock cycle. Now just a minute. Okay, so I'll show you with different colors so that you can remember. Okay, here I am drawing a blue circle. Since Earth is known as the blue planet, therefore I drew this. Now this blue circle which you can see, it's a crust, it's the surface of the Earth. It's not of the crust also, it's the surface of the Earth. We can call it the surface of the Earth. Okay, surface in which we are standing. Okay, this is the surface in which we are standing. Okay, this can be green also to show land. Okay, now what did we learn? Now we'll draw the crust. Okay, so I think we will get the crust over here. Yeah, no, sorry, I choose a different color. Yeah, so we get the crust now. So let's draw it over here. I think the placement is a bit wrong. Draw it from the exact radius so that it gets placement's wrong. Okay, I left a bit of place to write over here. So here you can see the crust. Okay, just a moment. So this one brown which you can see, it's the crust. Okay, I've learned 35 kilometer under the continental crust and 5 kilometer under the ocean floors. Okay, so this is the ocean floors, you can see. Okay, and this is the continental crust. So ocean floor is much deeper. You can see that also, right? Yeah. Next we'll go and we'll bring mantle with us. Okay, just a minute. Here is the mantle, you can see over here. Okay, here you can, no wait, here you can see the mantle. Okay, yeah, here you see the mantle. So this is the mantle, you can see it over here. I'll write down mantle which you can see. Okay, so this mantle is 2900 kilometers, much more thicker. Next is the core. Here you can find the core. Okay, now the core will draw from the core also. You can see the core. Core is divided into two parts, outer core, inner core. Okay, so these things are not classified over here, outer core and inner core, but better that you know it. Outer core and inner core are separate layers. Okay, this part is the outer core, while this part is the, I'll show with different colors. Wait, let's choose any yellow color for the outer core. This part is the outer core which I am representing with yellow, and inside the red circle you will see I am representing through red. Here is the inner core. So this total thing, this whole orange circle, it is of 3500 kilometer. Did you understand now? I hope so. Next, now rocks and minerals, rock cycle I'll explain now. Okay, so first of all, you see, first of all we'll study the formation of igneous rocks. Now please think about a volcanic mountain. Okay, a volcano, and you know lava bursts out. Okay, I'm showing you. Lava bursts out and it falls into different positions. Falls, okay, and then lava cools down. How does it cool? First of all, you know it will become orange. Lava particles, they become orange like this. Okay, and then finally we will get that color which we were all expecting, the igneous rocks. Yeah, this color. Done. Igneous rock formation is over. Okay, so with this color we got the igneous rock. Let me show with the circle, you will understand much better. Here we got two big igneous rocks. Okay, now how can we convert them into sedimentary rocks? Now over time these rocks are broken down. So what happens? These rocks are broken down into small fragments. Okay, through weathering they appear cracks will appear over here, and slowly they will break down into different shapes, right? They will break down. Now they will be again compiled into a sedimentary rocks. No, nothing. They will be compiled to the agents of nature. Okay, nothing, just to the agents of nature they will be compiled again. Form, sedimentary rock is formed. This one was the igneous rock, this one was a sedimentary rock. If you want, I can show you two different colors. So just wait, let me take, this is the sedimentary rocks. Okay, I hope you can see the sedimentary rocks. Formed. Now these two rocks only. Now I want to discard. Sorry. Okay, now I want to discard this part. Let's discard this part. This whole thing I am rubbing. Okay, nothing is left over here. Okay, we'll just work with one maroon rock and one brown rock. We have to show the formation of metamorphic rocks. Now two agents came. What are they? One is heat. Heat is coming. Okay, this is H, heat. And another is pressure. This heat and pressure, they both came. And here also same thing. Here also pressure will come, heat will come. Okay, everything came, and these two things, they can, the immense heat and pressure, they transform to another form of rocks, which is, where I'll show you. Okay, how can I show now rocks? Okay, let me show through this dark brown. Okay, which turned into another thing, and that is the metamorphic rock. So this transformed into the metamorphic rock. So did you understand? Okay, so if you have any doubts, you can ask in the comment section. Bye.